Good girl, Gambit. You're very brave. So it's about just before 7 p.m. Gambit's finally gone into labour. It's been a long day of waiting. But we're really hoping, fingers crossed, for a smooth birth. It's been a bit of a weird one so far, but she's an old hat. She's very good at this. We've always had smooth births with her, so fingers crossed. So I'll just wait here and monitor. I think it's going to be a long night. Well, we have 3 babies so far. I don't know if you can see. There we go, it's a bit clearer. A little bit wet. That one that's looking partially dry is the first one. She's doing well. She's definitely got more coming. Good girl, Gambit. Good girl. She's very, very careful. She's just cleaning the sack off it, making sure it's all clear. Looks rough, but she's a good girl. I really don't know how much of this I'll be able to show on YouTube, but good girl. So rest of the sack, she'll eat the placenta. And by doing that, she'll chew through the cord. Good girl. It's a tough job being born, little one, isn't it? Good girl. just done a blanket change because it was gross, that other one. It was, yeah, really, really yuck. And wet, that was the problem. So we've done a blanket change. We still have 4. I do think there are more coming. They're very noisy babies, Gambit. She's so good. The opinions start early. Good girl. We have lots of opinions and we have 5 born so far. She's doing well. I'm not sure if there's any more. It wouldn't shock me if there are though. She was quite big. I'm hoping if there's, if there's any more, there's only 1. 6 is a nice number. 5's a nice number too. Good girl, Gambit. They're very noisy babies. Oh, bless her. Good girl. Hi, Gambit. Good morning. Well, we are the next morning, and I believe she's done at 5. 5 new babies. She was quite big. I thought there could have been a 6th, but 5 big babies. I'm not going to interfere too much. She's nice and settled with them. So I'll let her bond with her babies. It's quite important at this like age, the first few days, really not to do too much. I've seen some people do the weirdest things with new babies. Like, I think the weirdest thing I saw was a new baby offered for a dog to lick, saying it was the dog needed to meet the babies. It was just, yeah, no, you let the mum bond with the babies. Most important thing. Good girl, Gambit. And no complications at all, apart from the slight weird, she wasn't really in labour, but the weirdness yesterday morning of delivering a clear bag of fluid. She just went into labour last night and no dramas. A couple of them were quite big for her to get out, but she's very, very good. Very calm. All right, we'll just let her settle in. Hi, Gambit. You good girl. Alrighty, hi everybody. I did take some video yesterday, but honestly, I decided to delete it. It really wasn't very useful, and we were right in the middle of being so unsure how she was, so I thought I'd do a proper debrief now that everything's happened. So she has 5 kittens. They are doing really well, and she gave birth to them. Hi, Gambit. I'll put this down. There you go. She gave birth to them the day before yesterday. So she had them at night, and we just did not really know if she was finished or not. I hadn't done an x-ray. I absolutely regret that. I wished I had. But we didn't do an x-ray. She's sort of a very reliable girl that just rapid fire birth, super easy, which she did do for the 5. But then we had yesterday where she just looked a bit uncomfortable. She was contracting randomly throughout the day. She was uncomfortable, but she was also quite calm, feeding them, eating, drinking. She used the tray. She had a normal temperature. So I did consult 2 different vets, and we ultimately decided to wait and see. And you know, I could take her to the vet clinic if I needed, but you have to weigh up. It is a 2-hour round trip for us, and it can actually cause more stress to pack them all up and take them. Hi, Gambit. So we did decide just to monitor. And I'm really glad we did, but it was a very strange day. She did deliver one stillborn. We do suspect it was probably, we don't think that it had any chance, unfortunately. So there was that stillborn, it didn't have a placenta with it, so kind of sad, but I was glad she got it out. And then, and that was sort of in the morning, and then we spent most of the day, I thought she might have been done, but she did seem a little bit uncomfortable and still contracting. So consulted vets again, and we just sort of waited it out. Again, everything else was normal. We thought maybe the contractions were just due to having a lot of oxytocin in her system, because we had given her shots of that, and that's what actually pushed the other stillborn kitten out. So she looked uncomfortable but not really in distress. So anyway, waited, and eventually she popped out the final kitten, which was also a stillborn. So potentially those two kittens were stuck. They were fully formed, nothing wrong with them, just, weren't born in time. So it's sad, but I'm mostly just so happy that she's okay. It was a really difficult day of just not knowing whether I should have taken her down to the vet or not. In a way, I'm actually very glad that I didn't, because if I'd taken her down, they would have x-rayed, done an ultrasound and seen there was a kitten in there, and they very likely would have wanted to operate, which in some cases they do have to do. In her case, they wouldn't have needed to. She was able to push it out. So I'm very glad she didn't need to have a C-section. And she's so much brighter this morning, like just so happy and meowing and purring, and she just felt normal as well. She just felt so lumpy yesterday. So very happy, very glad she's okay. Glad she has 5 kittens to love. And we'll do another update soon. Alrighty, doing a blanket change. Hi everybody. We've had a huge leap between video of Gambit's kittens. They are just under 3 weeks old. They have their eyes open. They're wandering around. Yes, Gambit. Gambit's just had a zoom around the room. We were going to do a blanket change, but she's hopped in there with them. We might have to wait. Will you let me do a blanket change? So you can see they've grown so much. She might, I don't know. Oh. So Gambit's kittens are all blue bicolour. Yes, she's a very chatty girl. There's nothing, she's not unhappy. She's just very chatty. Hello. We've actually started assigning these kittens to people, which is very exciting. So we should have some names. Not quite yet, but soon. Hello. If you can hear meowing in the background, that's Etna, who's having her first call on season, on heat, whatever you want to call it. And she's quite vocal about it. Aww. All right, well, we'll see if we can do a blanket change. Okay, here we go. Oh, Gambit and Goby always make the most beautiful kittens. Oh, do we have a sliver of white ear? That's adorable. I do like these very distinctive features. What are you? I don't know what you are. Oh, we'll check later. Okay. God, they're big. Very, very solid. I mean, she's an amazing mum, and she could have handled more than 5 easily. Now, from the video, you'll know she did have 7, but the mum's body always adjusts to the number of kittens feeding, so here are our 5. I'll check that white ear one. It's always nice to, oh, hello. Yeah, big buffy faces. Yep, little white ear, or tiny little bit of white ear is a girl. There's no runties in this litter. They're all big, chunky, buffy face, beautiful babies. Yeah. Gambit's happy. She's just purring behind me. Gosh, it won't be long before these guys are in a playpen. I do have one that has some really cool markings on the leg. Sorry, babies. Well, I don't know which one. Is it this one? Oh, not sure. Ah, this one here. Hello. Are you a girl or a boy? You look like a little girl or a big girl. Sorry, we'll cover that. Good girl, Gambit. Hi, babies. Hello. Were you sleeping? I think they're just under 3 weeks. Alright, so I think we've got a boy there. I think that's another boy, so the girls are at the back. So, oh, I'm with a sleepy head here. Oh. Hi, babies. Okay, so I think it's the 2 at the front. So we have first boy here. Hello. And I think this is the second boy here. So these 2 at the front. Well, I came down this morning and they are gone. And I spent quite a lot of time looking for them. And normally they would be just like down the side or like behind the cave or nearby, you know, tucked away. But yeah, no, they're not nearby. So I'll show you where she put them. It took me a long time to find them. So we're in the kitchen. Oh, you can actually see it quite clearly on the phone. Hi, kittens. How did you get there? They did not walk there by themselves. She's carried them. Now, it looks like she's shredded a puppy pad behind there. This is next to my dishwasher. And I've stacked the Royal Canin food. And she's tucked them away because they kept escaping. So she's like, oh, I'm going to find a place where they can't get out. It's actually quite clever if you think about it. Well, we've put them back. Got their cute Halloween blanket, but I am going to have to set them up in the play tent because I know she's just going to move them back where I took them from. Hi, kids. Oh, look at your cute white ear. Hello. Yes, I know my hands smell like disinfectant. Hi. Oh, there's one in here. I just have to not look at too much because I know I'm going to want to keep her. This one. Oh, she has such a doll face. The markings are skewy, but I don't know. Hello. Yeah, I really like her. I mean, I like them all, but oh, yeah, I do like them all. Oh, look at you. In fact, they're actually quite consistent. Yes, Gambit. I gave Gambit some food so she wouldn't try and intercept me bringing them all back to the cave, but yeah, we'll get them set up in their play tent. Good girl, Gambit. Are you guarding them? Sorry, that's the dishwasher in the background, but thought for our final little clip, yeah, we'd show you kittens in the playpen. Good girl. So we're at just over 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks, I think. So they had their first night in the playpen. Gambit wasn't super impressed about it yesterday. I think she got a little bit confused about where they should be, but she's relaxed a lot, so we're all good. So if you stayed this long, I think this is probably going to be quite a long video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We'll have another update out on these cuties very soon. Can we say goodbye, Gambit? Goodbye. Bye, kittens.